like my chest from California, Pensacola, Arizona, to Minnesota. I'm cross country, I'm Benny Kona. Ain't British shit, I am the owner. Lucky baby in my 80s, baby in the base Mercedes, is my favorite lady. Everything's great, but the ladies pay me when I stick my bubble on Texas crazy. I'm a legend, big time in Mexican. Keep my tongue back, count the bless. I'm the best, yes, I confess. These sticks stress and I'm private jet. Rock the show, drop the flow, getting that bag with a wire go. Body boys, my flash clothes. Like a house head, I'm the base, baby. Just how it's done. Niggas spinning that sauce all on the lights. I'm from the jungle, I'm hard to tank. Trying to keep it humble, with all fine. Excuse me, you used to shop at JC Penney. I'm making clear they know I can't take it. Let me take it. Now, very special shout out to my brother, none other than the Red Dragon himself, Samuel San Jose. That's right, bitch. You heard it. Let's get it. Insignation. I'm tell you how much to eat, cause a player like me gon' run that hoe. Ain't too many gon' come that cold. How about fresh in my Sunday clothes? I don't preach, I spit the game. Don't let IG incriminate. Mix and drink it, lemonade. I send the way on in the stage. 50 deep up in the club, look in the courtroom, do it long. Let that single, I hit the suite. I go to sleep with my cherry on. Do what I want, I am a boss. I make more songs than Diana Ross. I grab the paper, laugh at the hater. You rap a steak of this Santa Claus. I learned from the homies that got sent away. The DA ain't playing with us today. I ain't got shit to prove. I done paid all my dues. Better pull a chair up and come and dig these blues. Boys getting indicted just for hanging around. So just stay out the way. I bet you wish you listen now. If everyone was there when you was popping all them bottles, now you can't get a letter now from none of them bottles. You got protection, girl. Don't listen to them niggas out there. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You remember what I teach you. Eat fast and fuck the rest. This is IMC Nation. Yes.
What's up, everybody? That was Still a Player by AZD. Excuse me. All right, let's connect this. Welcome, everybody, to Prolific Expression once again. It's Monday. Monday the 9th. And like I said, every Monday you feel this heaviness because there's people that are probably, it's Monday, they don't want to, you could just feel the heaviness here. Not me, I'm ready. Mouth guard. Let's go. Let's do that shit, you know, with life. Speaking of the mouth guard, on October 31st, there's an IMC Nation event with the one and only Nick Diaz, the fighter from UFC, and Martin Sano Jr. If you want to speak to that man, you could join online, hit me up. So, I mean, there's lots to learn from a guy that's fought at the highest level, the mentality it takes, the discipline it takes, the fortitude it takes, a whole bunch of shit that it takes. It's a different type of breed of men, and much respect to men like that fight, and just there's no quit in that guy. So if you want to check it out, hit me up. I'll point you to the right direction. All right, let me see here. Live on YouTube. All right. Make sure there's no comments anywhere. Welcome. We're gonna speak on. Hey, let's speak on fighting today. On because of the event on October. You know, most people in life nowadays have never even been in a fight, you know, and or gotten their ass whooped or sparred or any of that stuff, you know. And because of that, a lot of people get away with disrespect without being slapped or pushed around or anything. Nowadays, bullies is on the computer. Nowadays, bullies is verbal. Nowadays, bullies is just words, which makes no sense to me. I mean, words should not affect you. Water for ducks back. It should not affect you at all. Now, um, nowadays people get away with disrespecting another person and not getting slapped. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. You know, you're an adult. You could do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just speaking my opinion, my expression, whatever you want to call it. However, like I said, nowadays, a lot of people get away with disrespect. Like a lot of women disrespect men. A lot of women disrespect women. A lot of men disrespect women. A lot of men disrespect men. And nothing happens. Back in the day, we will get the belt. Show you the belt right now. We will get the belt. We will get whooping as Mexican kids. What'd you do? You know the funny part, as a kid, I remember I was a little rascal, man. I'm telling you. I remember I can't remember the age. It was like 12. I was preteen already, so I was growing up, and my father hit me, and I looked at him and I told him, "That doesn't hurt." Man, I should have never said that, because he made sure the next ones it hurt. So I remember he whipped me once, twice, and I laughed and I said, "That doesn't hurt." He's like, "Oh, really?" So he turns to the metal part and goes, "What bam, what bam?" I'm like, okay. I get well, that hurts, you know what I mean? You know, as kids, so I quote unquote disrespected my father by saying that doesn't hurt, or blah, blah, blah. So what do? He, all right, then boom, boom. And then after that, okay, it hurts. It's painful, you know? But it builds. Now, I'm not saying to beat your kids. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you my life and what I went through. And I love my father. And, you know, I thank him for bringing me from Mexico. It's one of the greatest gifts, you know, having a father. You know, so I respect the fact that he did what he had to do in order for me to grow up or whatever. But nowadays, like I said, I see little kids disrespecting their parents, disrespecting other kids, disrespecting even animals. The animals, you disrespect the animal, they're not going to put up with it. The cat will, the dog will growl or bark at you, you know, and then the kids start, oh my God, like, because they've never been checked, you know. So, however, humans, they always like back off, like, hey, bro, what the hell's going on? I'm not telling you to check the kid or anything, you know, but your presence they will know, like, hey, this is a person not to fuck with, you know. So, but there's a lot of people out there in YouTube land that probably never even got punched in the face. Now, as for me, I've been in, I don't know how many fights in my life, but there's been a couple of fights. And have I gotten my ass whooped? Yeah, I've gotten my ass whooped. How many times? Too many times to count, you know. Maybe let's speak on let's speak on one in particular. You know, I was getting, I wouldn't even say the context or whatever. If you want me to tell you the whole story, you know, hit me up and I'll tell you the whole story. But it was me and this guy, and he was about 6 feet tall, 245 pounds. He was bigger than me, heavier than me, and I remember just getting like fighting this guy, and he put me to the floor and started to elbow me right in the face. I saw stars and everything. I'm like, wah, bah, wah, bah. He was hitting me, you know what I mean? And you know, I had to fight for my life. So I started scratching the guy and gouging his eyes and doing what I had to do. And you know, he got a piece of me, you know. But at the same time, it's like, you get your ass whooped and it humbles the shit out of you as a man, or the other person too. So anyways, he starts elbowing me in my face, and then I begin to see stars and all that. And I'm a crazy guy when I fight. I'm all, you hit like bitch. Is that all you got, motherfucker? You don't need shit. So he starts hitting me. Oh man, this is nothing, motherfucker. And I start laughing and getting crazy. And I start scratching it. Anyways, at the end, this dude said, this motherfucker's crazy. Dude just walked off, you know. And I'm just there all bleeding and laughing. I'm all, that's all you got, motherfucker. Ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Nothing. It's just like that song. But it triggers when a man gets in a fight, it triggers something primal in you, and you either have it or you don't. You know, you get that switch. And for me, it was like, okay, I'm gonna mentally fuck with this person, and physically, I mean, I fought. It's not like I was just taking the elbows in the face. No, I scratched, I gouged eyes, I bit, I did what I had to do in order to survive. You know, at the end of the day, he remembers me more than I remember him. Yeah, I had a little scar here and all that, black eye the next day, but it's way different when he probably has scratches in his face, guy eyes gouged and bit marks and all that, because I'm a fucking animal. When you know, if you guys have seen the honey badgers, small little fucks, and when they fight, they'll take on a lion, they'll take on a crocodile, they'll take on any animal, they'll push forward, and that's the mentality I have. And if you have that mentality towards life, you know, most people won't, like, two strong animals will rarely fight, because they know how much damage could be done towards each other. You know, so me fighting that other guy, it was two strong men or whatever. We both ended up losing that night. I didn't win. He didn't win. I may have won mentally, the mental game. However, when two grown-ass men fight, you both lose a little bit. Even if the other guy wins, like I said, at the end of the day, it's like, it's not worth it. So you're only gonna fight to survive or defend yourself, not just to fucking fight and be stupid. You know, when you're young, you do a lot of dumb shit. So anyways, I'll keep going with the story there. I saw that guy again at another time, and I was ready. If it went down again, I was ready again. However, he came up to me with respect, and I didn't take it personal, man. Fuck it. Hey, bro, cool. All right, move on. Right on. You know, just do your thing and I do mine. You know, there's no need for that shit. You know, it's like, but you know, that's the way it is. And also training MMA. The Warrior Center and IMC Nation is in San Jose. Check that out. There, you could train there, and even there, you'll see brothers, you know, getting altercations and training and all that. It's different when you're training, you know. So when you're training, it's like you're there to learn, not to fuck the other guy up. However, you know, sometimes it gets out of hand, which is whatever. But anyways, if you're a man and never been in a physical altercation or physical fight, man, you're not a man. It's gonna happen. I mean, it happened to me as a 5-year-old kid. I remember getting in fights in elementary and shit, getting in trouble for it. So if you're getting fights in school, elementary, you know, as a kid, little boys are, when they're having fun or whatever, they're gonna get in altercations and they're gonna fight. They're gonna, yeah, I mean, at 5 years old, you can't do much damage. However, you're still gonna fight. And nowadays, it's like you don't see any of that. You get very in trouble and all that. I remember getting in fights in school, and I would get in trouble, and they would send me and the other kid into principal's office. And you know, it's just funny to me how at 5 years old you already have those instincts of fighting. You know, now. Yeah, so as grown-ass men, if you've never been in a fight, go out and train, man. You don't have to be in a real fight. Just go out and train and get your wounds in, you know, get punched. See, you're not gonna die. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you see stars. Yes, you get dazed. Yes, it's a lot of shit, you know. However, it builds character if you keep moving forward. You know, you're not gonna die if you get a bump or whatever. And like I said, Nick Diaz is one of the greats, man. Much respect to that guy. I've seen him fight, and it's like, dude, beat up, blah blah blah. He's still there, dude. Like you gotta respect that spirit that the man has. And when two guys have that spirit and they fight, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, dab up, hey, join my team. Let's get together. You know what I mean? It's so cool to see two strong individuals go at it. But when it's one-sided, it's not cool. And yeah, so being in fights really, as a man, helps you understand that respect goes a long way. You know, when you have individuals just verbally yapping away with words, and it's pathetic. It's like, and you know the funny part, back in the day when I got in those fights, it was no verbal. It's like it happened like that. So when two people are bickering back and forth, shut the fuck up, both of you, shut the fuck up. One or the other, let's go. Or don't do it at all. Walk away. It's better to just walk away at the end of the day. You see animals walk away when it's really not worth it. So when you're I remember back in the day that there was no warning. It wasn't like me as a 5-year-old to the other 5-year-old. Hey, you're stupid. You have a big forehead. You're smelly, blah. It wasn't none of that shit. I remember it was a little Asian kid too. I cannot remember why we fought. I just remember we fought. So we're looking at each other, and then he just charges me, and I charge, and then we just start fighting. You know, little 5-year-old kids. Yeah, it's cute if you really look at you know, fighting and shit. But for me, it was like, oh shit, dude, you gotta fight. You know, this fucker probably knows kung fu or something. You know, he's Asian. Anyways, but this kid, he did a number on me. Even at 5 years old, I remember, like, oh man, I started crying, all that. Hey, I'm like I said, you're gonna get humbled by someone out there. Or if it's just, it could be two people against you, and that's happened to me too. I've been in a situation where it's 2 against 1, and you get your ass whooped there. It's pretty hard for you to fight off 2 grown ass men or 2 people when you're by yourself, unless you're like Bruce Lee. Wah! Right there, where's it? Right there, you see it? Bruce Lee. That motherfucker was, man, dude, that fool was shit. Dude, much respect to that guy, you know? His speed, you know, and all that shit. So, remember, like, anyways, Bruce Lee's the shit, man. I love that guy. Much respect to that spirit of that man, Bruce Lee. I have Bruce Lee posters, Bruce Lee shirts. I have that spirit. I feel like I have that spirit in me, you know, and IMC Nation has that spirit. So, as I was saying, having that fighter spirit as a man is like one of the main things, and all animals have it. And to survive, they'll fight. Most animals would. Now you got those that run away, but that's because they're gonna get killed. It's like if I'm looking at 30 guys, right, and I'm by myself, I'm gonna run. I ain't gonna face 30 guys. What the fuck? They're gonna whoop my ass. 5 guys. If it's 5 against 1, I'm not just gonna, whoa, nah, dude, swallow your fucking pride. Just move on, dude. You know, it's like you got to be intelligent about it. And in animals are the same way. You'll see lions, like, I seen a lion literally run away from the river because there was a crocodile coming after him. It's the crocodile's home. Hey, the lion got scared, and he started swimming away and just ran. That doesn't mean he's a bitch or a pussy. You know, what means that you're a bitch and a pussy is when 2 guys are bickering back and forth. That's a bitch. Like, usually you don't have a warning. Like I said, there was no warning in the times that the fights happened. It was like quick. It's quick. You don't even think about it. It's a blink of an eye. You know. So, anyways, if you guys want to join, like I said, you could join on Zoom also and speak with Diaz or Martin Saño. It's gonna be on October 21st. Let's see, it's a Saturday. So hit me up. IMC Nation. Be the best. Fuck the rest. And remember, guys, if you have to survive, you got these two, man. You know, be intelligent though. Be smart about it. Don't go out, go being crazy or any of that shit, because it ain't worth it at the end of the day. Just know, let that person, the way you carry yourself, that person will know, like, hey, this guy, he'll defend his life and his loved ones. All right. IMC Nation. Be the